Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm so excited to be rejoined by Quadre Stuckey. How are you doing?
I'm glad to be here. Nice to see you again. Thank you.
Of course. We've got a lot to talk about. He's obviously brought some stuff to show us today. But give me an update on what you've been doing for the last couple months.
Well, I mean, life's been amazing. I've been doing my shows. I published a new book. I have new artwork. I also got engaged recently too, so that's new. That's exciting. And I'm just getting ready for what 2024 has to bring and offer. So I'm excited for that too.
And one thing I know about you is you do a ton of research.
Yes.
So that took a lot to go into this book, huh?
Yes, it is. So this is my new book right here, Gullah Paintings 3. So inside the actual book, it's an art educational book for children. In the book, I actually talk about the history of Gullah. I also talk about, the seafood culture, where we do a lot of shrimping, a lot of red rice, a lot of okra. I talk about a lot of the superstitions, like the bottle trees, the boo hag, the haint blues. And I talk about the artwork, because a lot of people love my artwork. So I talk about the artwork and then the spirituality and the connections we have to Barbados and our architecture. So this is a very good book to add to your collection if you don't have a book collection. This is a good piece to start with a book collection.
Mm-hmm. So for people who may not know who you are,
yes,
the very few people out there,
yes,
talk to me about your art, how you got into art, and where you draw inspiration from.
So my art is based upon my culture, Gullah Geechee culture. And what Gullah Geechee culture is pretty much the enslaved Africans that were brought over from different parts of West Africa, the Ivory Coast and Gold Coast. They were isolated on sea islands like through the Carolinas and, like Myrtle Beach area where we're at now.
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much it's just us staying closest to our West African heritage. So that's why I draw a lot of my inspiration from when it comes to like my paintings. I like to use a lot of bright, bold, tropical colors because when you look at the work, I want you to feel excited. I want you to feel happy. I want you to feel good about yourself. And, I do a lot of paintings on women because women played a big role in my life. Like, my mother, my grandmother, and my aunts. So that's like where a lot of my inspiration comes from. Also just that everyday low country lifestyle, like being by the beach, fishing, shrimping, just enjoying the scenery with a loved one. So that's where it comes from.
Okay. So when you were finding inspiration for your book, doing the research, was there anything that you've learned along the way that kind of shocked you or surprised you a bit?
Yeah, so there was certain things that I didn't know about certain superstitions. So for example, like we have something called like the boo hag that rides you at night when you're asleep and you can't move. So really scientifically it's called when you sit there and you can't move but you're awake. Yeah, sleep paralysis.
It's happened to me before.
But our name for it is boo hag. So that's just kind of like the translation when it comes to our culture to scientifically, they're calling it sleep paralysis. So that was something, that kind of stuck out to me, showing how close those things kind of, combine and come together.
I've been visited by that before.
Ooh,
it's pretty scary.
It is. You're up, you can't move. It's like you're in a scary movie, a horror flick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, tell me about the bottle trees. I don't know the superstition behind that.
So what you put blue bottle trees in your yard. The reason why is it sucks in the evil spirit. So let's say like if a hag tries to come and get you, instead of getting into the house, to put you in that paralysis, it'll actually go into the blue bottle tree and then it gets locked in there. And then when the sunlight comes out in the daytime, it'll actually burn up in the sun. And then sometimes, like, people say they hear superstition of, like, it whistling outside. That's really like the wind hitting the bottle at a certain angle, and it's sounding like the boo hag was captured inside of it.
Spooky.
Yes.
Interesting. All right, we have to talk about sweetgrass baskets, of course.
Definitely.
Huge, all across the Low Country and here in the Grand Strand.
Always, yes. So I had to bring in one of sweetgrass
Beautiful.
baskets. Yes.
Beautiful.
So what the sweetgrass basket actually consists of sweetgrass, bulrush, pine needle, and then it's an old West African sewing tradition that we still carry today. And if you can notice, each sweetgrass has its own specific pattern and design on it. And then it was used traditionally to transport rice, fruits, vegetables, and sometimes sewn tight enough it could transport and hold water.
Because they're very strong.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Easy Pro Express. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. If you were in the mood to remodel your bathroom, I've got some great news for you guys. Today, I'm joined in studio by Kim from Easy Pro Express. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Believe it or not, I actually really love to talk about stuff like this.
Okay.
Bathrooms specifically.
Yeah.
And I know you guys are a little bit different than other contractors. So why don't you kind of talk about what makes you guys so different?
Yeah, so we are different, and we are locally owned and operated. We're a family-owned company located right here in the Carolinas since 2009. We're fully licensed and insured, and we only use our own employee installers, not subcontractors. So really taking that risk out of the remodeling experience.
So you guys obviously remodel bathrooms.
Yep.
But what other services do y'all offer?
So we focus on what we're experts at, and that is bathroom remodeling. We can start with that tub and shower conversion, tub and shower replacement, and after that we can do the toilet, flooring, vanity, really that full bathroom remodel. And because we do use only our own experienced installers, we can deliver a 5-star installation, and we back that by a lifetime warranty.
Gotta love that.
Yeah.
But the big question is, how long does it typically take?
Yeah, so our tub to shower projects are about 1 to 2 days, while our full bathroom models are about 4 to 5 days at max. And because we're using our own experienced installers with years of experience, we can really be in and out of your house with minimal interruptions. You won't even know we're there beside your beautiful new bathroom.
That is the best part about it too. I love seeing before and afters.
Yeah.
Because you can really, really make a difference in just a couple days.
Yep.
So if somebody's watching right now and they're thinking, ooh, I need to do that.
Yeah.
How can they get in contact with y'all?
So we do free design consultations where we come to your home, bring samples and options, take measurements. We even leave you with an exact price on that project, so there's no surprises on that. And you can just give us a call or go online to easyprobathexpress.com. And for your viewers today, we can offer 20% off the price of that project.
Lovely. We always love a good deal here on Living Local. Well, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So what's that website again?
easyprobathexpress.com.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Easy Pro Express. This portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Fred's Tire and Auto. Guys, today I am in Dillon, South Carolina at Fred's Tire and Auto, and I'm joined by Fred himself. How are you today?
Good, ma'am. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. We got the guys working in the back right behind us. You guys are busy. But tell me what you guys are all about.
We try to do a little bit of everything. Rims, tires, alignments, oil changes. Try to do a little bit of everything.
And you're from Dillon, right?
From Dillon, born and raised, yes ma'am.
We've been standing here, and just as we're standing here, he's waving to people across the street. People are driving by. What's it like being a part of the community and being a small business here?
I love being a part of Dillon County. Born and raised, you got to treat people how you want to be treated. And I just love it here.
Me too. It's my first time in Dillon today, but I've had a great day. So again, you were talking about a little bit what you guys do, but what is your typical customer here? Oil changes?
Oil changes, mainly tires. Try not to do a little bit, none of the heavy work as far as motor-wise. Try to do the in and out work like brakes, oil, tires, rims, alignments, more convenient stuff.
What do you think sets your business apart from other places?
The way we treat people. I mean, I feel like we try to treat everybody like family. You don't want to come up here and get treated badly, then everybody's gonna go around and say, hey, Fred's Tire is not the place to go. But we try to be everybody's #1 pick.
So you guys also offer emergency roadside service as well?
Yes, ma'am. Anytime, any night. You call me at 3 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, Fred, I need a tire. I'll be more than glad to come help you and get you going.
You gotta love that. Well, tell me about your guys too that are back there working hard.
I got Daquan McCray, Brendan Batten, and Kevin Lee. We're like a family more than anything else. We see each other more than we are our own family.
And they do good work.
They do great work.
I love it. All right, where can people get in contact with you again?
At Fred's Tire and Auto Repair Facebook page, or my mobile is 843-632-3140.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Fred's Tire and Auto.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Little River Medical Center. Well, folks, it is that time of year again. Open enrollment is upon us, and I'm joined by Gabby from Little River to help us out here. Hi, Gabby.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. So obviously, when this comes around every year, open enrollment, it can be a tad daunting for people, but your job is to help be that person in between to make the process easier. But tell me in your words what exactly you do.
Yeah, so I'm the outreach coordinator at the Little River Medical Center at the South Strand office. And what we do is assist patients and community members with the open enrollment. That's from November 1st through January 15th. What I do is assist individuals with the marketplace insurance, helping them with the whole process. Sometimes it could be a little bit intimidating, so we try to assist individuals with guiding them and counseling them through the marketplace and application process.
Gotcha. And I know it's really important whenever we have open enrollment for people to go ahead and get this done, because if you don't do it by, when is it in January?
January 15, 2025.
If you don't do it by then you might be out of luck.
Right. Yeah, so it's a very important time for individuals. If you are going to be losing insurance, or you're just not sure, the process, or even if you do qualify, you should reach out to us so we can assist you and try to help you see what plan works best for you.
If somebody is watching this right now and they're thinking, oh my goodness, open enrollment is happening, where do I go? What do I do? You guys have someone on site that can help out people right here at Little River.
Yeah, absolutely. We have 6 different locations throughout Horry County, so you can pop in any of our locations and speak to one of our outreach coordinators. We are all certified application specialists, so we can definitely assist you with the whole process and see what plan is going to work best for you and your needs.
Gotcha. And is this something just for Little River Medical Center patients, or is this open to the community?
This is open to the community, to all members and all individuals, all ages also. It is free of charge, so we'll assist you free of charge, and it's for everyone in the community that may need assistance.
That is awesome. Mm-hmm. What is it like for you whenever people are able to get everything figured out and they feel so much better and they're like, thank you? How does that feel?
It feels awesome. It feels really great to be able to help individuals with that because insurance could just be very confusing and overwhelming. So being able to assist individuals with the whole process really is great for us.
And does this typically take like a couple hours, or is there a process where it takes a couple days? How does the whole thing work?
Hopefully we can help you in maybe an hour or even less. Okay. It just all depends on the individual and their needs, and sometimes it can be a longer process, but we really try to make it as easy and as painless as possible.
What about those who have maybe lost Medicaid coverage or are looking to see if they can get Medicaid benefits? How does that work with y'all?
Yeah, I mean, if you've recently lost coverage through Medicaid, I would definitely encourage you to look into the marketplace insurance because a lot of your situation might be different now, and maybe you don't qualify for Medicaid, or you don't have insurance through a sponsor, employee sponsor. So you might want to look into and consider the health marketplace insurance and see if it fits your needs.
Gotcha. And for those watching at home, again, you guys have several locations where you have a person on site that can help you out with this. You don't have to be a patient of Little River Medical Center. Go to lrmcenter.com to learn more information. This portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Little River Medical Center.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.